Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Today I have a pick a card reading for you, and the question that we're asking is, should I persist or surrender? Now I want to start this reading by just issuing a disclaimer. So the intention of this reading is to provide guidance for a specific path that you're on in life. So if you're asking about a person and you're asking, especially if a person has expressly communicated to you that they no longer want to be pursued by you, or they don't want anything to do with you, or they're not interested, this reading definitely will not apply. If this is relating to someone who has free will, this reading might not resonate or apply. But we're talking about a situation where you're on a certain path in life and maybe you keep trying and things aren't working out, and you're just wondering, am I coming up against blocks because I'm needing to learn resilience and perseverance, or am I coming across blocks in my path because the divine is trying to guide me in a different direction? So we're going to be asking, should I surrender and just sort of take a break? And that could mean, taking a break for now and continuing on the path later on. So we will get some clarity and some clarification, but I want you to start by taking a deep breath in and out, grounding and centering yourself, choosing the pile that you feel the most intuitively drawn to. This is pile 1, 2, 3, and 4, and let's get started. For those of you that felt drawn to pile number 1, I'm feeling as though there's a need for you to regroup. So this is feeling like a persist pile, but there's a need to regroup. We have the wolf spirit and it says turn knowledge into wisdom. So I feel like you've been on a path for quite a while and you've gained a lot of knowledge and wisdom, and so before you persist on this path, there's a need for you to just sort of take stock of all of that accumulated wisdom and knowledge, because it's going to help you on the path forward. You might be trying to persist or persevere or take steps forward, and it's like you're missing a lesson, or there's something that you've learned and you've forgotten it, or you're not quite aware. Maybe it's a lack of confidence thing. Maybe you want to continue on a path, but you're not sure because you're not feeling confident, you don't feel ready. And the truth is that you've gained enough experience, knowledge, wisdom to be ready. And it's going to be really important for you to take the confidence of knowing that, like the confidence that you will have in knowing that you have enough knowledge and experience will help you persist. So there's kind of like a regroup needed. You need to sort of take inventory of everything that you've learned so far, and then you'll be able to make progress and make headway moving forward. I'm going to shuffle another deck here and just get a little bit more information. What does this pile need to know about persisting? I'm actually seeing in my mind's eye right now a fork in the road. So it's almost like you're actually going to be experiencing some sort of divine detour, I'm hearing. Yeah, wow. Okay, so we have 2 major arcana. We have the High Priestess and the Star. So your intuition is really guiding you here, and it's important to, I'm hearing stay the course. It's going to be really important for you to keep your eye on the prize and keep your mind focused on that end goal, but don't be so rigid in the in-between. It's like you might think that, just an example, right? Let's say you want to be an actor and you're like, okay, first I need to go to theater school, and then I need to go and get headshots, and then I need to go and get an agent, and then I need to go and take acting classes. And so you're like, okay, I need to do this, 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 and this. And it's like there might be a little bit of a detour. So maybe you're not making it into theater school, but that's okay, because you're going into an acting class, and there you're meeting a connection who introduces you to your agent, who finds you your job, your first acting gig. It's sort of that. It's like, just because it's not going the way you thought or the way that you planned doesn't mean that it's not meant to happen. And so you're really needing to trust your intuition and trust in divine detours, trust in divine guidance. You're really following your gut and your intuition here, and keeping your eye on the prize and that final destination, but not being so rigid or so focused on the next step or the next logical thing. Had some cards fall out. So we have the Hermit, 2 of Summer, 5 of Autumn, Prince of Winter. Yeah, definitely there's a need to go within. Go within. You're going to find a lot of knowledge and wisdom, and I'm hearing inner prosperity when you go within. There's a need to sort of balance out something. Something needs balance. You're needing to come into balance. There's a lack mentality that you might need to get beyond. So again, going with this idea of becoming an actor, like you might have this sort of mindset or belief that like everyone wants to do it, or it's very competitive, and how am I ever going to stand out? Like, again, going with that example of, let's say you don't make it into theater school, and you're like, well, how am I going to stand out now? I needed that in order to go down this path and be successful. And there's a need for you to realize that you might be able to skip steps, and that's okay. And when you do skip those steps, that might be when the lack of confidence comes in, where you're like, oh no, I have my first job and I didn't go to theater school and now I'm behind, or I don't know as much as the next person and how did I end up here? Trust that you are worthy of this opportunity, and that it is going to come in, and it's going to happen pretty quickly, but it's feeling like there's a waiting period and then it's happening quickly. So there's a need to get into balance and sort of take stock, take inventory of all the things that you've learned, and then things will sort of start to pick up. So I hope that this reading resonates and was helpful. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. For those of you that felt drawn to pile number 2, your answer is definitely persist. Keep going. You are so powerful, highly, highly powerful, especially at this time. I'm feeling, especially with this, like I'm being drawn to the sort of like third eye area of the Panther here. It's like the divine is guiding you. There's some divine wisdom. Really tap into your third eye chakra. That's going to be, okay, so we have, the Panther is a 44, and then we have another 4. So 444 might be a sign for you that you might resonate with. You might be shown that sign when it's time to take action, when you're on the right path. That might just be confirmation along your path. Whenever you see 44 or 444, that's just the divine confirming, yes, you're on the right path. Keep going, keep going. It's definitely an encouragement if you see that. There's a need for some sort of healing though. What's this about? What is this healing? I'm feeling like there's like a hibernation period, or you've been in a hibernation period. What is this? What is this feeling of hibernation? I'm feeling sort of similar to the last group, like there's a feeling of like a lack of confidence because you've been in this hibernation period, but you're ready to come out of hibernation. Yeah, this card also came out with the last group. So again, things will be happening pretty quickly, or there's like something's going to come in and you're going to need to make a decision really quickly, and it's going to come from intuition, from the divine, from that third eye. It's like you're gonna say yes to it, and then just you're gonna be like, what? I didn't even know what I was saying yes to, or I didn't even like consciously think about it. Like the yes just kind of came out. And that's going to lead you to your success. We have a financial windfall. Your leadership skills are needed now. An unexpected supporter of your cause. I feel like the divine is really supporting you. We have another 4 here. So again, confirmation of that being a sign for you. Yeah, it's like there's a lot of stability. Money looks good. Money situations are looking really good. You have mastered your money, your financial discipline. What else here? Leader. You're a leader in your field. You are a leader in your field. This is feeling similar to, oh wow, I just looked at the bottom of the deck. We have another 4 here. So confirmation of the number 4. I was going to say this feels very similar to the last pile. So you might have felt drawn to the last pile, but this pile feels a little bit further along on their path. You're like really ready to go. You're really ready to hit the ground running. It's like I'm almost surprised that you are asking if you should persist or surrender, because it feels like you've just been in a period of surrender. Like you've been in that hibernation period. You've been in that surrender for such a long time. Maybe you're wondering if that time is up, and I'm feeling like yes, it is, or it will be very soon. And you're really going to hit the ground running. Number 4 showing up multiple times here, all down this down the center here. So it's like there's this really like grounding force present, and that'll help you to be able to have success on this path, as if you stay grounded, you stay centered, you stay balanced. Again, look for the number 4. That'll guide you. I hope that this reading resonates and was helpful for you. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. For those of you that felt drawn to pile number 3, your answer is to persist. I'm gonna shuffle the cards here. We're gonna get some clarity, some more information. You might have been on this path and you thought that you needed help, and you have had to learn that you can do it on your own, that you can take action and have success. And maybe that's been a very difficult lesson for you to learn, that nobody's really gonna help you, and that doesn't mean that you can't experience success anyways. There might be a need for you to, like, okay, let's say you are wanting to experience success in a certain career. There might be a need for you to work really hard or juggle and balance a lot until you can get yourself on that path. So let's say that you wanted to switch paths, go down a different career path, let's say, and you are like, okay, I need to go back to school in order to do that. And you thought that you were going to get some sort of assistance from someone. Maybe you thought that you were going to get some financial assistance. I'm not sure exactly what it is. It's like there's a need for you to maybe work a job while you're going to school in order to put yourself through school, or there's a need for you to just sort of come up with new and creative ways of making this happen for you. What is this? I want to clarify this Prince of Summer card here. Okay, I feel as though you have left a relationship that wasn't serving you, and maybe that person was supporting you financially, or you've moved away from home and you like, you made that choice for yourself, and that was a good thing for you to do. But you thought that whether it was your spouse, your parents, whoever you left behind, you knew that doing so was going to mean that they weren't going to help you anymore, and that you were going to have to do it on your own, that you were going to have to support yourself financially. And you made the right decision for yourself. You've claimed a sense of independence, and it's going to feel so satisfactory once you reach your goals, because you're like, I did this on my own, or I did this with the help of someone who didn't expect anything in return. It's sort of like, instead of getting a student loan, you get a scholarship, where it's like you don't have to pay anyone back. Yeah, I think, oh, I just saw 1111 on the camera. So there was a situation that you were in that you thought you needed to be in order to help you reach this goal. And you were like, this situation's not good for me. I need to leave this situation, but I'm going to lose the support or the help that I need in order to get where I want to go. And again, maybe that's, you know, you applied for a student loan and you didn't get as much as you thought, but you're going to get a scholarship, and then you won't have to pay that back. Or, you know, you won't be indebted to your parents or your spouse or whoever you thought needed to help you on this journey. This is such an interesting reading. I want to get some more clarification. I'm hearing you're resourceful. Like, you have the ability, yeah, there's a need for a change in perspective. You have the abilities, you have the resources to, we have 1 and 2 is 3, and then we have the Empress at the bottom of the deck. You have the ability to be resourceful, to make this happen for yourself, to do this on your own. So there's a need for a change in perspective. You're not helpless. You can help yourself. Other people can help you. You will find help, and you won't be left feeling indebted to whoever or whatever helped you. So yeah, there's a need for you to empower yourself to sort of take action and move forward. The number 3 might be significant for you. I'm also feeling like the number 9 might be significant for you. 9 is sort of like the ending of a cycle. So whatever this cycle was where you were maybe like codependent, that is coming to an end. You're learning how to rely on yourself and be resourceful, and just think for yourself, do for yourself. And that's going to bring you a lot of feelings of empowerment, and you're going to be so proud of yourself when you look back and you see that you did it, and you didn't think you were going to at first, but you have been able to. So keep persisting. You got this. You can do this. I hope that this reading resonates and was helpful. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. For those of you that felt drawn to pile number 4, your answer is to persist. You have a lot of divine guidance and support. We have the Scarab Beetle. It says magic works through you. Wow, we have the exact same 2 cards that came out in pile number 1, was it? A lot of these piles have been sort of confirming that the divine wants you to keep going. You have divine, what's the word? Encouragement. You have divine encouragement. Tap into your intuition. Take the time to connect with spirit, to connect with, you know, God, whatever it is that you resonate with. And have faith that you can do this, that you can achieve what you're trying to achieve. If you're watching this at the time that I am uploading this, we are at the end of fall going into winter, and I feel like this winter season is going to be really successful and prosperous for you. Temperance, temperance. So there's sort of this childlike energy coming through. I'm feeling like in order for you to experience the most success, you need to bring this childlike feeling, childlike quality to whatever it is that you're doing or pursuing. This is very interesting. It's like, I feel as though you might be older. Like, I'm getting the feeling like you might even be in your like 50s, 40s, 50s, 60s. Like you're older, you're definitely an adult, and there's a need to bring this like childlike quality to whatever you're doing. It's okay to be a beginner is something that I'm hearing. It's okay to begin again. Yeah, I'm feeling as though you're asking about like starting on a new path or starting over, and it's okay to do that. There's no need to feel guilty. There's no need to, yeah, you're torn. You are very torn. It's almost like you might be on a path that you chose when you were quite a bit younger, and you're realizing, I chose this path when I didn't even know myself. Or you chose a path that doesn't resonate with you, and now you're going back to exploring what you loved as a child and getting back to sort of like your roots. But you're facing a lot of like push, pull, tug of war, opposition energy. There's a lot of like competition, contemplation, indecision. I'm feeling this feeling of like family support or like fatherly support. I'm picking up on like a father figure who left you an inheritance. You might have recently had a father figure. It could be like an uncle, grandfather, something like that, pass away, and they left you some sort of inheritance. And this is your confirmation to use that to do what you always wanted to do. It's like they want this for you. This is quite like emotional energy. There's definitely an encouragement from the other side. Again, it's like it's feeling like an ancestor, a passed on loved one who is like, you need to do this for you. You might have been a caretaker, so you could be a caretaker or could have been a caretaker for this person, and you were sort of waiting on a time where you didn't need to care for this person in order to pursue this, and they want that for you. They're like, yes, thank you so much for everything that you gave to me, everything that you did for me. Now it's time for you to pursue what you want. Definitely this feeling of like family and or fatherly and or ancestor support here. They want you to feel this fulfillment. Yeah, they want you to go back to school. If that's what you want to do, they want you to do that. You've completed a big cycle. This is feeling very like family karma. There was a need to like caretake or like take care of someone else or others, or you were just like stuck in this cycle, and this has ended, and now you get to be selfish and do things for you, and it's okay to do that. You're allowed to do that, even if this is, like I said, if you're in your 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s and this is the first time that you have allowed yourself to be selfish because you've been taking care of family, kids, your parents, whoever. You could have been in social work and taking care of people, and you're feeling burnt out, and you're like, I feel guilty for leaving behind this career and wanting a new career. But it's okay to put yourself first right now. It's okay to go back to school. It's okay to want more. You're gonna find so much emotional fulfillment, satisfaction, gratitude on this new path, and you really are being encouraged by, you know, passed on loved ones or the divine to follow this path. So I hope that this reading was helpful and resonated. Thank you so much for watching.